deal's a fucking deal, yeah.
Deal's a deal. Starting with rear delts. Rear delts have been a priority of mine just because I feel like they're overwhelmed by like my side delts and front delts, especially in that rear double bicep. And then my back's pretty decent, so I really need to work on the rear delts. Did shoulders the other day, mainly just side delts. Did those with arms. So now I'm gonna go ahead and throw in rear delts before this workout, before this back workout. And I think 3 sets is gonna feel good. Did some warm-ups. And I'm not gonna do the typical hands like this. I'm actually gonna throw them here on the outsides. And I found that for some reason I can just engage my back and rear delts a little better, and I can honestly go a little heavier. So that's what I've been doing lately. Instead of going super light and controlled, I like going a little heavier, just throwing that boy back there. Go on, 2 more. One more. Go. Now my typical go-to after good rear delt fly like that is like a face pull, or second option is just doing dumbbell rear delt flies. Now I wanted to stay on that, or I didn't want to, but it felt pretty good. But just kind of switch things up for you guys. Figured we'd show you these as well. The face pull, all the cables are kind of crowded right now, so I didn't want to go over there. So I'm just gonna open up my hands like that, drive out. No. I'm always switching the grip on those. Not really sure what works the best, so I think it's person by person. You know. 3 more. Let's go start back. Okay, so to like pre-exhaust our lats, so I want to do some barbell rows, but with those I really want it to be like a lot of trap and mid-back, and I don't want it to be too much lat. So I'm trying to like pre-fatigue those lats out so they don't take over. Because of that, we're doing the most lat biased movement I can think of. And I've been doing these the last couple weeks. They feel really good. We get down on one knee. I got 160 on there. We're just gonna let those lats stretch really hard across the body. I'm thinking like 2 gnarly sets here, and then we'll do our rows. And man, not much after that. Maybe lat pull downs. Make sure we don't rip the pants. Yeah. Let's do a little drop. Your boy was a little generous on that one. Elbows down. Elbows down. 5 more. Elbows down. Boom. 2. 3. 4. some rows. All right, so rows now. Heavy freaking rows. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of these, but I think they are super important for developing those straps, developing that mid back. And I always wondered why my upper back was kind of lacking. My upper back and rear delts, like we talked about earlier. And I think it's because I wasn't doing enough of these. You know, I'm not going completely flat. I would say my body's probably just below 45. And I'm pulling up and through my rear delts and mid back area. Do 2 really heavy sets, maybe a drop, but then straight into lat pull downs. And then I have a call with a client at on like 5 minutes, so I might have to do lat pull downs after that. Some ugly reps. Ooh. Ooh. Come on. Let's do a drop. What's up, Preston? Good, how are you? 5 weeks in, down 6 pounds. So we're down a pound from last week, which is great. That's like the progress we want to see. Oh, we're down. Okay, now we're down. So we're down 7 pounds, actually. We're inching up on 10 pounds, bro. It's insane. And your progress pictures are insane. Like, I can't wait to get down to like that 210 range and see what it looks like there. That's the thing, is like, there are diet hacks, right? Like ways you can get, you know, foods to taste better, or like even like having Quest chips or any good protein bars nowadays. Like, they satisfy a craving, but sometimes it's not filling enough. You know, so like having quality foods in there, like red meats, eggs, dairy products, those things are going to fill you up. You know, even though you might take that calorie hit, it's way more satiating. So it's kind of give and take. You have to play around with where those are at. Once you get lean once, bulking becomes so much easier because you can really gauge how well you're bulking based off of how your workouts feel, and then also how blurry your abs start to get. So if they start to get a little too blurry, you're like, hey, gotta dial it back. You know, my workouts feel good, but I'll dial the calories back. And then you'll find that balance where, you know, they just don't get as blurry as quick. All right, so that was Preston Davis. He's down 7 pounds in 7 weeks, which is like perfect. 1 pound a week is like ideal. Some guys drop super quick right off the bat, but then they kind of mellow out there at like 3 or 4 weeks. So I almost would rather see someone do 1 pound each week, because it just seems like it lasts way longer. They never really hit a plateau. So he's absolutely killing it. I'll put his progress pictures up here. He's a firefighter, so his his hours are kind of crazy, but that doesn't really stop him from seeing the results he wants to see. So let's go ahead and do our lat pull downs now. Three more. All right, that wraps up the back day. The lat pull downs after doing that call weren't the best thing, just because I was kind of like restarting over with the pump because I had kind of lost it, but hit him anyway, and I got blood in the lats, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and see what we're working with. Who's calling me? Avery Knack, my beautiful fiance. Ooh. All right, let's wrap this up. All right, back at the storage unit now with the Sportster 883, doing a motorcycle video, I think tomorrow. My weekend vlogs or like videos tend to be more like maybe a lift and then also showing you the bike, or when the bike's running, showing you, me riding to the gym. I don't know about you guys, but I love watching clips and videos of dudes riding their bikes, just hearing the roar of the motor. I think combining that with the gym content is going to be amazing. But dude, I got something to show you guys, and this is completely off topic, but it killed me last night. It was this video of these two dudes fighting in the backyard, and it sounds like they're from Ireland, and I don't know what they're beefing about, bro, but man, this is the funniest backyard fight I've ever seen in my life. And it reminded me of like growing up as a kid, having an older brother. I know you guys, you're either an older brother or you grew up with brothers. This is what it felt like. So I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys.
A deal's a fucking deal, yeah.
Deal's a deal.
There you go.
Spinning back kick.
See? Now, you're fucked, ain't you? Go on, get in the middle, boy. Go. Come on. You fucking cunt.
I don't know what the wig was for.
Get in the fucking middle. Come on. Hey, son, come here. I'll bury you, boy.
Watch this right here. Womp.
Fuck off. Help me. Help him out.
Dude, I was dying when I saw this video. Like, to open up a backyard fight with a spinning heel kick, I think that's what it's called. The dude with the wig on was out of his league, man. And I think this guy, the guy in the Adidas shirt, takes on like bare knuckle fights with random dudes and talks crap to these random people online and like tells them to pull up. That's the kind of mentality I'm bringing into 2025 or the end of 2025. Pull up. A deal's a deal.
A deal's a fucking deal, yeah.
But man, that's how it felt to grow up with an older brother. Them just dominating you, and then you just keep getting up and just keep getting waylaid, dude. But I figured I would share that with you, and I want to start sharing you guys clips that I see that I think are super funny. But that's gonna wrap up today's back workout. You got some good advice in there. Got some good fighting content. I want to get into jiu-jitsu. I think that'd be pretty cool. We've got to back up the muscles, right, with some actual skill, with some actual real ability to beat someone up. Not that I want to. As Christian men, we shouldn't want to beat people up, but it's good to have that knowledge, good to have that skill set. But yeah, good back workout. Keep it simple. I say that in every single video. Keep it simple. Have somewhat of a rough plan going into the gym, at least with like what muscle groups you want to hit. Not necessarily like what movements or not, necessarily the movements or machines that you want to do, but have an idea like, okay, what areas are lacking? What areas do I really want to target in this workout? And then if the machines and movements that you wanted to do aren't available or you can't do them, dude, move on to something else and find something else to do. It's not that big of a deal. There's usually a substitute for a lot of things. Like instead of doing rear delt flies on the Pec Tech machine, do dumbbell rear delt flies. But have fun in the gym. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. Same with diet. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. Just track your calories, and you're going to see results. The biggest thing is just having the consistency. even if you don't go in and do 2 hours of a workout, going in and just getting 50 push-ups in, something, get the blood flowing. And even though you're not going to see like physical gain from that, really, I mean, it will add up, but even though you're not going to see physical gain, it's not the best workout. It's building that consistency in your mind. So keep it simple and build the consistency. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next video. If you want to be coached by myself, the link to that is down below. We'll hop on a call and discuss your situation and see if I can help you. Love you guys. God bless. Oh, by the way, the coaching is for like Christian men. So if you're a Christian man wanting to build a God-honoring physique, then you'll probably fit in great. But remember to love God, lift weights, live life. See you next time.